Before final score today, UNCP, big win over Erskine. Coach Drew Richards, opening thoughts.
No, I mean, I told the guys before the game, I mean, this is going to be a maturity game. You know, Erskine's better this year than they've been in the past, and they've taken some good teams close to the wire. And they just played Young Harris really tight at their place. So, you know, I was interested to see what kind of maturity we have, and I thought we came out with some maturity. I thought we started the game hot, defensively especially, holding into what we needed to, and then the second half, I thought after the first maybe couple minutes. We put our foot down and pushed it back out. So I was proud of that. I mean, like I said, the mark of a mature team is being able to play your game, championship level game, regardless of the other opponent's records, whether it's great or not great. And so I was happy to see us kind of take a step in that maturity.
Yeah, the 14-0 start, and then even expanded it past that. But how important was that to get off to that start to accomplish, you know, what you're talking about?
I mean, it was really important. I mean, Erskine doesn't play at a fast pace. They play it pretty slow, and they shoot a lot of threes. So if you keep the game close, if you play at their pace and allow them to score those open threes, it can be a tight game. And so the biggest thing is being able to – teams that play slower, you want to push out leads early so that way in case they make a couple shots, it's not going to hurt you as much in the long run. So that's why a good start, first and second half, was really important. So that way when the pace slows down, time is on our side as far as possessions.
And Nigel, you hit a dunk that was part of that run early in the game. So take me through that play, and how big was that in the course of the game?
Honestly, Coach told us to attack in transition because they're not really a great transition defense team. So I just pushed the ball and seen the gap and attacked the gap. And seen a free lane at the rim, so took advantage of it.
And Dallas had a big night, especially big first half, and getting to start today, how'd that kind of correlate into getting the big minutes that you had and the production you had?
Just my thought process was just bring energy. That's really what I'm really here for right now. Just bring energy, make sure that we're up, play defense. So when I started tonight, I just thought just bring energy, straight energy.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, Dallas is really developing into a nice player for us right now. He's come a long way. You know, I thought after the Duke game he kind of had a reality check once we started playing a little bit, and now he's really recovered. I mean, he works his tail off. He's in the gym all the time. I mean, if you put it in by hours worked, he should be the best shooter on the team. So I was really happy to see that three go in. I think more are going to go in down the stretch of the season. But he's grown a lot of ways, not only just scoring the basketball, but defensively. He's become a lot more trustworthy than he was earlier in the year, not using his hands, not over-pressuring out of scoring areas. And the more reliable he can be in those areas, plus handling the basketball for our team, just makes us even deeper than we originally thought we would be.
And there's several different ways statistically you could look at this, but all of them suggest defensively an outstanding game, held them to 34.
Yeah, I was proud of our defense. I mean, they don't shoot a great percentage for the year, but I know they really rely on the three ball. So we really wanted to keep them under. I think in their wins they score like 11 threes, so we weren't really wanting to hold them under that number. So I thought defensively we were pretty locked in, except for a couple lapses, and then rebounding we knew we had an advantage in size and just on the backboard. So we wanted to make sure we made that a point of emphasis coming into the game, which plus 20 is something that we were proud of.
And really from the start, you got to play a lot of guys. I mean, even as soon as you built a double-digit lead, essentially. So was that kind of something going into this game you were looking to do?
You know, not really. I was just going to kind of see how we came out. I mean, in the past, you know, in some games we've subbed out our five for negative reasons. We've subbed them out because they weren't giving effort, they weren't focused, and we had a slow start. So we subbed the first five out. I was like, all right, let's see if the second five has as much energy, as much aggressiveness as that first five, and I thought they did, especially in the first half. And then having a guy like Cam being able to come in at the end of the game and just, I mean, like I said, this kid works his tail off every day in practice. He makes us better. And it's a great, you know, Think Pink night is a great night for him to come in and hit these threes with his, you know, family sitting in the stands. It's a pretty special moment for him.
Yeah, Cam, that in-game stretch, with the crowd going crazy, and you get three in a row, and I mean, just describe that.
I mean, I woke up this morning, I texted my brother Cody, I said I just had a dream I scored 11 points tonight. I hit 3 threes, and I went out and just did it. I mean, I've missed about 2 points, but like I just let it come to me, and that's just what I do best is shoot the ball, so I just kept doing it.
You guys ended the game on a 20-0 run in the last 5.5 minutes. Could you talk about how just balanced this team has been throughout, especially with the second and third units coming in at the end?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the first half our bench only had like 5 points or something. It wasn't very much, and we ended up with 41 bench points. I mean, that tells you how deep that you can be when guys are ready when their number's called. Because like I've told you guys before, I mean, when our depth is at its highest, we're a really, really good team. It's the production that we need out of our bench to be that level of a team. And when it's producing, it's great. When it's not, then it kind of hurts us. So to have a game like this that the bench is able to come in, and I think most guys that stepped on the floor tonight were able to contribute something. I think that's a good omen, moving forward with 5 games left in the season.
And then Thursday is Barton. Just expectations on the road.
I mean, it's one of our toughest road games of the year. I mean, that place last year was packed. It was a chippy game last year. It was a lot of talking. We're trying to do our best to get better mentally right now as far as adversity and things like that. So, our guys know going in there it's going to be a fight. It's going to be down to the wire more than likely, and they're going to have a massive crowd. So we got to be mentally and physically prepared for a street fight essentially.
All right, that's it, guys. Congrats.
Thank you.
Sure.